Welcome back everyone to another LEGO Star Wars review. Today I have the Brickheadz Revenge of the Sith for you. This set obviously came out on May 1st along with that Star Wars set I have behind me. I'm going to slowly get through the May 1st lineup that came out. But this is the next for our review list here. I'm really excited for this. I don't have very many Brickheadz sets because most of them I'm not a huge fan of, but this one got me. And so this is going to be the 10 plus rated set. The Revenge of the Sith and Villains, and we're going to get into it once we've unboxed it. So let's go ahead and get this baby open up and built. Alrighty guys, we have our Brickheadz Star Wars Revenge of the Sith Heroes and Villains. This is going to be a 10 plus rated set. It's at 40796 with 656 pieces. And on the front here, like you would see, they do list each of the people that are in this set. So we have Padme Amidala, Anakin Skywalker, General Grievous, Emperor Palpatine, and Mace Windu. So it kind of seems like, obviously, all of the moments that you remember key to Revenge of the Sith, they put those people in here. There is no Obi-Wan Kenobi. I know a lot of people are like, where's Obi-Wan? It's a huge scene. I don't know if it's because Obi-Wan's currently still as a Brickhead for his own show and on sale, or because they just wanted to have a lineup of 5 and we don't have Padme and some of these other figures like General Grievous in a Brickheadz form yet. So I'm not sure. Obviously that's a huge part of Revenge of the Sith. If you want, you can get the one from Obi-Wan Kenobi. It doesn't look correct to what you see in Revenge of the Sith, obviously, because the hair and the outfit. But yeah, I'm guessing that's where LEGO is going with it. I do miss Obi-Wan Kenobi. You could make a custom one as well. Here, Brickheadz on the top puts the name of each of them again, of the box, as well as down here. On the bottom here, nothing here, and on the side, nothing as well. But on the back side, you are going to see that we have each of them on their little plaques, and it shows them how they look. It also shows Padme, for example, going on that plaque down onto those 2 little studs. Just keep that in mind. And then also all of them will have that same feature as we build this. So very excited for this. Like I said, I'm not a huge Brickheadz collector. They are numbered, and this part of collecting Brickheadz is doing that. But again, this is just not my thing. This kind of reminds me of Funko Pop, but in Lego. Again, just personally not my thing. I like minifigures and play scale sets and UCS sets, stuff like that. But I still think these look awesome, and because of Revenge of the Sith being my favorite Star Wars movie, I had to get this so I can go ahead and throw it on my shelf and make it look really cool with Revenge of the Sith. So let's go ahead and get this unboxed. We do not have push tabs. We have just pieces of tape. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my handy dandy box cutter. And we got 1, 2. Slide this open here. Now, I think this might be my first or second at most Brickheadz build ever. So, for the bags, I'm unfamiliar with. I'm not sure if they number each bag for each person. Looks like we have 8 bags for 650 pieces, which is a lot. So I'm wondering if they've split it up by person. There's only 5 people in here though, so. As you can see, guys, we have 8 bags, and then we do get the little instruction manual here. This comes in a little cardboard package or paper package. I'm going to cut both of those off. Now, what we're looking for here is, yep, that's like I thought. Nothing. I don't think we have any stickers, which would make sense because I believe those eyepieces are all printed eyepieces. As you see, some of them have Sith eyes, and then some of them have regular eyes. I'm not sure. They gave General Grievous the Sith eyes, but I guess his eyes are like that weird color, so it makes sense because he's part organic. So we got Anakin, Padme, Mace Windu, General Grievous, and Palpatine. So they have each instruction for each character, which is really cool because, like, I guess if you didn't want to build one of the characters, you could just build one of them, or whichever one you wanted to build. I'm not sure why you would do that anyway, but it gives you that option. No stickers, of course, because the eyes are printed. I believe that's the only piece. Oh, you know what? Look at that Padme crest. We're going to get into this later, but that is beautiful, and it's not stickered. So that is really cool, actually. I'm really excited to look at that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this built. I'm going to build all 5 of them, and then we'll go ahead and review each individual Brickhead, see what we think about detail for what we see in the show, think about what kind of features they put on the Brickheadz, and then we'll give you guys a rating on this set and go over the pricing on this set as well.
Alrighty guys, we have completed all 5 Brickheads here, and we're going to take a deep dive into each individual minifigure or each individual Brickheads and go over the design. Padme Amidala is amazing in my opinion. That printed crest or printed shirt piece in the front looks great. She also has cheese slopes to signify the skirt that she wears in Revenge of the Sith. On the side there, you see her hands and ears and the hairpiece swaying to the back, which looks great. I think they did a great job with the hair on Padme to really signify what we see in Revenge of the Sith. On the side here, again, hair is the exact same as you see on the left side, which is perfect. I do think they went the extra mile with that printed piece, though. It looks so good. I really love that piece. You see her little boots, too, on the bottom with the white pants. So really, Padme, 10 out of 10 for me. I think Padme looks great in the Brickheads form that she has here. Next, we have Anakin. Anakin with his messy, sloppy, cheese-sloped hair looks perfect because, as we see in the movies, his dark flowing capes are represented with tiles, which looks great. He also has a printed tile for his wardrobes as well, and for his front chest piece. On the side, you'll see his lightsaber there as well, and you'll see a little thing I put on the side here, which are his Sith eyes. So his Sith eyes are on a separate plate that you can actually swap out with the existing regular eyes and put his Sith eyes on. Personally, I kept the regular eyes on, but I took off them here to show you guys what it looks like with the Sith eyes, and they're both included. I keep them on the square plate there because it's easier for me not to lose them. But you can put Anakin with his Sith eyes, and those Sith eyes look great. I think Anakin looks so cool with those Sith eyes in the Brickheads form. The cheese slope hair continues on with the backside here. And also on the sides. It does change, however, a little bit as you're building. I also added a couple extra cheese slopes and flat pieces there to make it look a little bit cooler. But as you can see here, his hair is just all over the place. It shows with those cheese slopes, and I think they did a great job with that, even it going over part of his face there. So that is Anakin. Now next for my personal favorite, General Grievous. I think General Grievous looks awesome with those 4 lightsabers, multicolored, 2 green and 2 blue. He also has movable arms, which is something I was not expecting. So you can move his shoulders up and down like that. And then the bottom 2 lightsabers, the green and blue ones, can go back and forth like that, which looks great. And you can kind of pose it however you want to, like I do here. You can kind of make it how you would like. I think it looks awesome. He's also printed parts. Like I said, all parts in this set are printed. There are no stickers. His little mouth visor piece there, as you see, and the eyes are also printed. I think the mouth visor piece being printed not only helps the set, but looks awesome. One thing with General Grievous is that design on the back and front looks great, and they keep it the same. I think the coloring of General Grievous, I'll mention here at the end of the video, is, in my opinion, incorrect. It needs to be tanner. I'm not sure where they're going with the white pale General Grievous in minifigure scale or Brickhead scale. But nonetheless, General Grievous is awesome. He's my favorite in this set, and I think he looks great. General Grievous, in my opinion, is probably the sole reason why a lot of people will buy this set, because we finally have a General Grievous Brickheads. But next is Palpatine, and Palpatine looks great as well with the black robe over his head and his arms. You could see that it has a little bit of a curve there to show it's kind of, wavy, like he has his sleeves in a lot of the content we see him in. He has those new lightning bolts that he has for his Force Lightning to be shown. I think his Force Lightning old pieces are outdated, and these new ones look really cool. I like them a lot. You see him in minifigure scale as well. But nonetheless, Palpatine's good. He's with those black robes and Sith eyes. Next, we have Mace Windu, and Mace Windu also looks awesome. His Jedi robes are printed, but they are that tan that we see in Revenge of the Sith. They are not dark like Anakin. He has the robe hanging down with those tile pieces as well. As you see, he's got that purple lightsaber, one of a kind for Mace Windu. Awesome purple lightsaber, and his head is all tiled. The top has those brick studs. I think the studs look good for Mace Windu. He's obviously bald, so there's not going to be much you could do for his head, but I think the head topping with the studs looks good. A lot of people thought it was weird. I personally think it looks good like that. You could switch that out and tile it off, but I think it looks fine. Overall, I love these 5 figures and Brickheads. Like I said, I'm not a huge Brickheads fan, but honestly, they have been awesome to me. General Grievous with that white, I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way, guys. I'm sorry if you guys don't view it that way, but him being white like that is just not correct, in my opinion, for Brickheads, for minifigures, or for Star Wars. It should be tan like it used to be, maybe a little bit lighter tan, because it was pretty dark tan, but let's go ahead and give this an overall rating.
Alrighty guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video of our review on all the Brickheads from Revenge of the Sith. Personally, I love Revenge of the Sith as a movie, so that's why I picked up these Brickheads. I'm not a huge fan of Brickheads personally. I think, like I said before, treat them kind of like Funko Pops. But I do love this set. Overall rating for this set, honestly, is probably a 9.5 out of 10. Only a few things that I mentioned that I didn't like. One with the General Grievous color. In my opinion, it's just not correct. When you see it in the movies, he's not white like that. There's a tan to him. I wish Lego would move away from that and go back to how it was before. Maybe a little bit lighter tan, but not as dark as that old minifigure we had. But it's definitely not white. So that's one thing that kind of annoys me with General Grievous. And with Lego, for some reason, they always make him like pale white, and that's just not the case. So hopefully when we get another General Grievous minifigure, it's not pale white and he is a little bit tan, because that's how we do see him in the movies. Other than that, though, I really like this Brickhead set, and I think that it's a great pickup if you're a Revenge of the Sith fan, or if you're a Brickheads fan, obviously. So you can get a 5-in-1 from Revenge of the Sith, and it makes sense because that was the 20th year anniversary of Revenge of the Sith this year. So I do love this set. If you don't want to pay full price, maybe wait for it to go on sale, and then you can get it for a discount at that point. But I still think it's a great set at full price too. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.